Good morning, children. Today is Thursday, 14th May 2020. Children, as you know that we have completed our second chapter, and today we are going to recap the whole chapter, and today we will revise all the taught topics, all the taught concepts जो भी हमने इस chapter 2 में read किए हैं, हम उन सब study किए हुए topics को आज recap करेंगे. For this one, let's take a look at this. First of all, we have discussed climate, that what is a climate, and weather. Then we discussed that weather is a short-term state of of atmosphere, or climate is the long-term state of atmosphere, and it takes years to change. Then we discussed the factors affecting the climate. There were basically 5 फैक्टर्स और हमने उनको डिस्कस किया था और हमने इसका एक फ्लो चार्ट भी स्टडी किया था. टेम्परेचर, विंड, प्रेसिपिटेशन, एयर प्रेशर एंड ह्यूमिडिटी. We also discussed in this chapter that there are different forms of precipitation, that is rain, snow, sleet and hail. And rain is the form of liquid precipitation, and snow, sleet, hail, these are the form of solid precipitation. So I would request you to open up your book. All right, so let's revise. Excuse me. So that's how we discussed weather. Weather is a change in atmospheric condition, and it is a short-term state of atmosphere, whereas the climate is the average pattern of weather for a particular place and over many years. It takes many years to change. So, and then we discussed the term climatology, climatologist. We derived 2 short questions here, and this is the factor. And these are the factors affecting the climate. This is the flow chart. We discussed this: temperature, wind, precipitation, humidity, air pressure. And you see, we used a post-it note. हमने यहाँ पे एक post-it note use किया था और उस पे हमने ये short question write किया था. Define the terms climatology and climatologist. और इसका answer हमने यहाँ पे highlight भी किया था. The study of climate is called climatology, and the scientist who studies climate is called climatologist. After this, we discussed temperature. What do you mean by temperature? यहाँ पे भी हमने एक short question drive किया था. What do you mean by temperature? And the answer is temperature refers to a degree of hotness or coldness of the air. इसके बाद हमने यहाँ पे information कुछ highlight की थी, and I told you that this is important information as reference to MCQs, objective type के लिए, true false statement के लिए. ये बहुत important information थी जो हमने यहाँ पे discuss की थी और highlight की थी. Then we discussed wind. Again, we derived a short question here. Define wind. Moving air is called wind. You see, moving air is called wind. Then we highlighted some of the information for preparation of objective type. And और हम अपना weekly test भी conduct कर चुके हैं AC information पे base करते हुए. Then we discussed precipitation. Again, we derived a short question. Define precipitation. Precipitation is the water present in the atmosphere that falls back to earth in the form of rain, snow, sleet and hail. और यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं 4 forms of precipitation: rain, sleet, snow and hail. Then we have highlighted some of the information. Precipitation can be either liquid, rain, or solid, hail, sleet or snow. Then we discussed rain. Again, we derived a short question. What is ice pellets? Ice pellets are raindrops that have frozen before they hit the ground. और इसका हमने अपनी notebook पे written work भी attempt किया था in terms को define करते हुए. Then we made another short question. Define hail. This is a small soft ball of ice that is made in thunderstorm clouds. And then we highlighted some of the information that कि किस तरह hails जो हैं वो डैमेज कर सकते हैं क्रॉप्स को, गार्डन्स को, ग्रीन हाउस को, और वो पीपल को भी हर्ट कर सकते हैं इफ दे कॉट इन हेल स्टोन्स. देन वी डिस्कस्ड स्लीट. डिफाइन स्लीट. दिस इज हाफ फ्रोजन रेन दैट बाउंसेस व्हेन इट हिट्स द ग्राउंड और हिट समथिंग एल्स. देन वी डिस्कस्ड स्नो. It is ice crystals that form into flakes. हमने ये written work attempt किया था in terms पे base करती हुई definitions का, और I'm sure के SST की video lessons watch करने के बाद SST के folder में ही notes में वो upload किए हुए हैं. आप वहाँ से download करके अपना work I'm sure complete कर चुके होंगे. Then we used a sticky note. हमने एक post-it note use किया यहाँ पे, as you can see that. उस पे हमने ये question drive किया था. Define the following terms. ice pellets, hail, sleet and snow. And as you can see that यहाँ पे हमने ये सब short questions drive किए थे. Alright, then we learnt about air pressure. Air pressure हमने यहाँ पे discuss किया था. We discussed low pressure, high pressure, that warm air rises up and cold air sinks back to earth. And wind always blows from high pressure to the area of lower pressure. Then we discussed front, that area where cold air meets the warm air is called front. And again we derived a short question here, define front. Area where the cold air meets the warm air is called front. And then we discussed later on, what is humidity? Humidity, the amount of water vapor or moisture present in the air is called humidity. This is the short question और ये उसका आंसर है. The amount of water vapor or moisture present in the air is called humidity. Then we have highlighted some of the information in the on this one page, page number 10. So this is all about, we discussed in chapter number 2 all of the terms और इसके exercise questions भी हमने attempt किए थे. weather report भी prepare की थी, as homework आपको दी थी. You took a whole week to complete this. And then हमने exercise questions भी इसके attempt किए थे. Alright, ये आपको relevant subject है जो हमारा SST, उसमें notes में आपको available है. वहाँ से upload किए हुए हमने, आप वहाँ से इसको download करेंगे और इसको complete I'm sure कर चुके होंगे. Now today we are going to attempt this work page. Alright, so first of all let's write down the day. Today is Thursday, 14th May 2020. So after revising the whole chapter, we are going to attempt this. Who am I? आपने यहाँ पे आपके clues दिए हैं और आपने with the help of these clues आपने बताना है कि ये आपने guess करना है कि ये किसके बारे में define किया जा रहा है. I am the area where cold air meets the warm air. It's front. I am formed when ice crystals turn into flakes. That's snow. I am the name given to a frozen raindrop. Sleet. I am the type of air that can hold more water. Warm air. Yes, आपने यहाँ पे humidity में ये read किया था. Warm air can hold more water vapor. So, this is warm air. क्योंकि warm air जो है उसके अंदर moisture, humidity का level ज़्यादा होता है. It has more humidity. I am a scientist who studies climate. Climatologist. I am a layer of gas which surrounds Earth. That's atmosphere. I am formed when air becomes denser and sinks back to Earth. High pressure. Because हमने ये study किया था कि cold air sinks back because it is denser. So that's why it moves downwards. It sinks. So this is all about work page. It's time to look at the diary now. Alright children, today's diary is, you have to prepare the test, exercise question number 1, who am I? Book page number 11. Book page number 11 पे, you can see this. Question number 1, who am I? आपने ये question prepare करना है for the test. Inshallah on Friday we will conduct our weekly test of this one question. Alright, thank you very much. Look after yourself. Stay home. Stay safe.